Well, as many of you know, we always show a little memorabilia when we start the show. And this is why am I showing you a pinstripe suit? You're probably asking yourself. Well, it's because there's a guy that's a Dodger wearing it. I don't know if you can guess which one. Anybody around in 2010 to see this guy? Look how dapper he looks. Anybody know who that is? It's Andre Ethier from LA Magazine, the LA Times in August of 2010. That's pretty cool. Here's the whole thing. Isn't that neat? That dude was looking fly, as the kids say. Start the show. Give me a 10 counter.
10, 9,
Thank you.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Wow. No ball today. Not yet. Not yet. They don't play till tomorrow. This is their first day off in, are you ready for this? 13 days? Get some rest, boys. You need to learn how to hit again. The bats were a little frozen in that last series, so they needed the day off, didn't they? Yeah. I know it's not going to be a great, happy flight to St. Louis, but they need a day off. Need I say more? Okay. I'm Randy. You know who you are. Come on in. Pull up a chair. Sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. This is the best, first, and only video podcast by fans, for fans of your LA Dodgers. There's one of them, Andre Ethier. All right. Today's the 30th day of April. Last day of April. Wow. 2026. Dodgers wake up today at 20-11. Should have been better than that. But they're good for first place. Half game over the Padres. 3.5 over the Diamondbacks. 6.5 ahead of the Rocks and the Giants. I like that. I wouldn't trade places with any of them, so I like it better. In the news today, though, you know the news. Do I have to read all the news? All right. Well, in Game 1, the Dodgers woke up, and they were on a roll. Yamamoto went 5 innings that first game, gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks, got 4 strikeouts. Kyle Tucker singled in the tying and go-ahead runs with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th, rallying the Blue past the Fish 5-4 on Monday night for their only win of the series, sorry to say. In Game 2, they had some guy named Jansen Junk, but he wasn't throwing junk. He scattered 3 hits over 6 scoreless innings to outduel Ohtani, and the Fish edged out a 2-1 win. So that was a rough one. And then in Game 3 yesterday, the offense struggled again, couldn't get any good rhythm going, wasting a good outing by Glasnow, who went 5 2/3 innings, allowing just 2 runs, issued a season-high 6 walks, though that wasn't so great. Gave up a few solo home runs so that the Fish could beat us again 3-2 on Wednesday, giving the Marlins their first series win over the Dodgers in LA in 8 years. Boo. Can I boo for that? Boo. All right. I don't like to boo, but... All right. Come on. 13 games in 13 days. How many times is that going to happen in this year? Twice? I mean, it's not an excuse, but it's an excuse. These guys are tired. We got a lot of guys. We're deep. It's all right. We'll be okay. Hey, at least we won one. It could have been a sweep. We were very close to a sweep in that one. They almost swept us, so we did all right. Okay, injury report. Let's update you on the latest ones. We're just singling these out now by what's been updated since the last time we talked. And these were all updated on the 28th of April. 2 of them on 28th, which is 2 days ago. 1 on the 27th. Our last show was on the 26th, so these have all been updated. And we'll do a couple guys at a time that way. First, left-hander Blake Snell. He had the left shoulder fatigue, expected to return late May. His status currently is he's stretched out to 39 pitches, 29 strikes across 3 scoreless innings in his second rehab start with Single-A Ontario 2 days ago on the 28th. So that's good news for all the Snell fans out there. And for Blake Snell, he should be back pretty soon. 3-4 weeks maybe? That's cool. Take your time, buddy. Right-hander Landon Knack. Remember him? He had a right intercostal strain, whatever that is. I don't even want to know. It sounds ugly. He's expected to return sometime this year. They're not sure when. He tweaked his side while throwing in the bullpen on March 13th. He will not begin a throwing program until he's pain-free. That was updated a couple days ago, so he still must be on the shelf because he's not pain-free yet. That's what I gather from that. So take your time, Landon Knack, although we can use that guy. And then lastly, of course, Edwin Diaz. Well, we know what happened to him. They found, quote, loose bodies. Not Not mine. Not pretty loose, but not that loose. Loose body's in his right elbow. Expected to return in the second half of 26. Out for a couple of months more, 3 months. Had surgery on his elbow April 22nd. He thinks he'll be able to start playing catch a couple of weeks after the stitches are removed from his elbow. Okay, maybe, but don't rush anybody. But if he gets 3 months to recover, he should be okay, I think. All right, fun stuff. We just saw a picture of this guy earlier. How about here in one of his home runs? Here's a home run by Andre Ethier in 2014, a 3-run job in April of 2014. Hit it.
Fastball and a high fly ball to right. Back goes Ross through the wall. Gone.
Love that crowd noise. And hear Vinny again.
So Andre Ethier gets the Dodgers back in the game.
Yeah. That's what he was good at. That's what he was good at. Andre Ethier, man. He was something else. That's a cool picture. I had to share that. Hadn't seen that in a while. All right, shout-outs. We got a ton of shout-outs on this off day. Hope you're having a good time watching Let's Talk Dodgers. Today we got Janine S., Kim N., Bradley A., he's one of our top guys here, Marilyn S., Frank R., William C., Jenny C., Alma V., Yaya E., Richard G., Paul D., David C., Janice T., Mayim D., Roger Yee, and you and me, and Fox Jabri, who's Fox Kelly because he is El Zorro. Thank you all for watching Let's Talk Dodgers. You know who you are. And thanks for watching us here. Thanks for subscribing on YouTube and following us on Facebook. Tell all your Dodger-loving friends to watch too. Tell them where we are. Tell them that we're in Facebook under Let's Talk Dodgers. And hit the subscribe button in YouTube when you're there. And we're always talking Dodgers. I mean, we'll talk a little about other teams if we have to, but it's all Dodgers in here, okay? All Dodgers all the time. Go Blue. Welcome aboard to all the newbies. Can I hear it one time for the newbies? Newbies. A lot of them. I can't keep up with there's so many. Glad to have you with us in here, everybody. We talk Dodgers a couple times a week anyway, usually between series like we're doing now, or sometimes at the end of a series before the next one, if they're back-to-back. So you know how that works. Also, if you have fan mail, you can toss it in the Facebook page here, or you can write to us at letstalkdodgers@gmail.com. And for the first time ever in our 20-year history of doing these podcasts, if you have comments, you'll also be able to be allowed to make them in this YouTube video since they're not made for kids anymore. So there's all the cussing we can do in here if you want. I'm not going to do a lot of that, but if you click it and say that the video is for kids, they won't let you leave comments, which is, I don't get it. Maybe I do. I don't know. So leave comments if you want to. They can be nasty. I don't care. Bobby K should probably leave a couple nasty ones somewhere. All right. Shout out to Bobby K while he's listening. Yeah. We're going to get together, buddy. You, me, and Mike D, and Nancy R, and all those people. Got to do it this summer. All right, this date in Dodger history, April 30th. We're going way back for this one. 1940. None of us were around. Maybe some of you. I don't know. If we got any guys in their 80s, they're going to know this one. The Dodgers tied the Major League record mark for consecutive wins from the beginning of a season with style when their right-hander Tex Carlton no-hits the Reds 3-0 for the team's 9th straight victory since opening day. The 33-year-old from Fort Worth, Texas, faces 30 batters, striking out 4 in his 1 hour and 47-minute masterpiece against the reigning World Series champion Reds at Cincinnati's old Crosley Field. Way to go, Dodgers, winning 9 in a row to start the season in 1940. Of course, many of you know in Brooklyn in the 50s, in 55 I think it was, they started their championship season by winning 10 in a row. But in 1940 they did 9, and that was a record in those days for them. All right, stats of the day. These aren't too fun. I'm not really happy about this, but I gotta give you the good with the bad sometimes. Here's the bad. Freddie went 3 for 25, Teo went 3 for 16, and Kim went 5 for 20 during this homestand. Together, that means they collectively went 11 for 61. That's a 180 average. For 3 guys who can normally knock the cover off the ball, sorry guys, in the vernacular, that's piss poor performance. I think they know that, but hey, maybe this road trip will help them. Maybe the day off will help them. Change of scenery, go to St. Louis, knock the cover off the ball in St. Louis, and beat the hell out of the Cardinals. What do you say? Does that sound like a plan? All right. And you know what? As long as we're talking about it, what do you think, Dave Roberts? What do you want to do with this Cardinal team?
I want to beat the crap out of this
team. That's
team.
Right. Okay. So guys, just rest. Take an easy flight. Just chill. Have some good rest. Get some good sleep tonight. Wake up tomorrow and beat the hell out of those guys. All right, more stats. The StatCast Challenge Board. There's a new set of stats regarding the ABS, the Automated Ball and Strike System, as you know, and it'll be online. It's on board. It's featuring all the stats and everything you want to know and don't want to know about ABS challenges. We're going to look at these from time to time, but my thing is this. I'm keeping track of our guy that's got the best record in the National League for overturning calls. And you know who that is? That's Will Smith. And this is getting to be really fun. Will Smith is still second in overturning challenges in the majors. He has challenged 31 times. He's won 21 of 31, lost 9. That's a 68% rate. Good for first place in the National League. But he's still behind Salvador Perez of Kansas City, who has 25 challenges and 19 correct. That's a 76% clip. But Will Smith is still the best in the National League at overturns. That tells me something. We got the right guy behind the plate. I mean, even Dalton Rushing, he's challenged about 4, 5, 6, 8 times. He's only got 2 of them right. So Will Smith is the guy you want behind the plate to do this. Okay? We don't want any pitchers doing this. They're not doing that good. Batters, maybe. But Will Smith is the guy when you need one. All right. Let's see. Jack in the Box Jumbo Jack Watch. Yes, they're doing it again this year. In case you didn't get the memo, Jack in the Box still gives you a free Jumbo Jack anytime the Dodgers get 7 or more strikeouts by their staff against the other team. If we strike out 7 of their guys, the next day, all you got to do is walk into a Jack in the Box in LA or Ventura County and say, give me the Dodger deal, please. All you do is order a large drink. This is a small one. And you'll get a free Jumbo Jack fixed any way you want. Jumbo Jack and Jumbo Jack Watch. Okay, so what's the latest on that? You may want to know. So far this season, the team has done it 24 times out of 31 games. That's a 77% clip, up a couple percentage points from a couple of days ago. That means that 77% of their games, they've done it, which means they've gotten 7 strikeouts, which means 77% of the games, you get free Jumbo Jacks the next day. That's pretty cool. So thank you, Dodger pitching staff. Thank you, Jack in the Box. Let's do some Dodger quick hit trivia. I don't need to rush through this show, do I? Because there's no game tonight. So take a breath. Let's relax. Maybe we'll do a little promo in a minute. All right. Quick hit trivia. We're in the midst of running through some of those questions that Mark Langell published in his Dodger Insider magazine back in 2017. Here's a neat one. Most of you should get this. Multiple choice, multiple guess. It's pretty easy. It's probably who you think it is. So go for the Hall of Famer, all right? I didn't say that. Not giving it away. I'm just saying go for the Hall of Famer. Who was the first LA Dodger pitcher? Who's the first LA Dodger pitcher to strike out 4 batters in 1 inning? You know what that means, right? When a guy drops a 3rd strike and guy makes it to, he strikes him out anyway, but he's got to get a 4th strike. Okay. Was it A, Don Drysdale? Was it B, Johnny Podgers? Or was it C, Pete Rickard? Answer in a few you should know. Okay. Do we need to go over the secret stuff here? Anybody need to know the 6 different ways to watch free Dodger games on your TV set? Anybody still want to know? Is that a yes? All right. I'll go through all 6 of them. Take notes or rewind after the show. First and best one I like, it's the easiest one. You can do it on your phone in 2 seconds. It's called tvpass.org. tvpass.org. Pretty self-explanatory. They do charge for it after you use it 3 days in a row, but it's like $15 a month, which is easy. Or $100 for 12 months. That's pretty easy. It's pretty good. And plus, you don't just get Dodger games. You get 177 stations, which mirrors pretty much the Spectrum Silver package. So instead of paying a couple $100 a year, you can pay $100 to get all that stuff. All right. The second way is another one that's pretty cool. It's thetvapp.to, thetvapp.to. This one actually uses feeds from TV Pass, and it's a similar thing, but they got a little more different sports thing on it. They charge also, but give you a 3-day free period to trial, so that's pretty good. Another one is an overseas betting site from Iran called MLB24ALL.ir, MLB24ALL.ir. It's a little funky, has a lot of bugs in it, so that's my last choice for you. The fourth one is another good one. It's called MLB Streams. I believe it's owned by Fox. You'll find it at this URL address, no W's, MLB Webcast, MLBWEBCAST.com, MLBWebcast.com. That one is pretty stellar, works most of the time. Another great to watch is one from our friends at Blue Live Stream, which is now called BLS in Facebook. It's a Facebook page called BLS. and they changed that name about a year ago. You still have to be invited by someone in the group, so hit me up. I'm in the group, and if you need to watch it on BLS, that's the place to be. It's right in Facebook. And the newest way to watch here in April of 2026, now going to be May, ppv.to. ppv.to. It's another URL address. It's easy to use. You'll see it when you get to it. So try any of those 6. They all work pretty well. All right, let's get you out to the ballpark. Dodgers are flying to St. Louis today. All right, to play the Cardinals, yes. They open up tomorrow, which is May 1st. May Day. It's going to be Emmett Sheehan with his 2-0 record and 4.78 ERA. Get that down a little more, Emmett. You're doing well. He's going up against their guy, Matthew Liberatore. He's 0-1 with a 4.75 ERA. It's a 5:15 game LA time. Okay, so it's 8 o'clock their time. Or no, 7 o'clock in St. Louis. 5:15 Pacific time on Sportsnet LA. All right, 5:15. Saturday, Roki Sasaki with his 1-2 record. We gotta get him another win. And his 6.35 ERA. We got to get that down, Roki. You can't keep screwing up or you're gonna be gone. He's going up against Michael McGreevy. He's 1-2 also, but he's got a better ERA. This is 1.97 for St. Louis. That one is on Big Fox, okay? 4:15 on Saturday, 4:15 Pacific time on Saturday. Big Fox. Yeah, that Big Fox. Okay? We'll remind you again at the end of the podcast. That's on Big Fox Saturday. Don't miss it. Cheryl alert. Big Fox Saturday, 4:15. And then Sunday, it's going to be Robo. Justin Robleski and his 4-0, 1.50 ERA. Are you kidding me? Are you bleeping me? Yeah. And who's he going up against? Must See TV on Sunday. He's going up against old friend Dustin May. Right now, Dustin May isn't doing too bad with the Cards. He's 3-2, but he's got a 5.28 ERA. We can tee off on that guy. It's 11:15 a.m. local time in LA. 11:15, 1:15, that means, in St. Louis. 11:15 game on Sunday, Sportsnet LA. All right? So you got 3 different game times. Friday at 5:15 on Sportsnet LA, Saturday on Big Fox at 4:15, and Sunday at 11:15 on Sportsnet LA. So there you go. And it's going to be a good one. Emmett Sheehan, Roki Sasaki, and Justin Robleski should be good. And Dustin May against us on Sunday. That should be fun too. All right, let's give you the quick hit trivia answer. A few moments ago, we asked you, who was the first LA Dodger pitcher to strike out 4 batters in 1 inning? Well, we know the answer. I gave you a hint. It's go with the Hall of Famer. A, Don Drysdale. B, Johnny Podres. Or C, Pete Rickard. It's Don Drysdale. Come on, anybody mess that up? Big D. Oh, I love that. He's one of my faves. One of my early childhood heroes, along with Maury Wills and Sandy Koufax and all those guys. So, yeah, Don Drysdale was the guy. First LA Dodger to strike out 4 in 1 inning. Other cool stuff. Don't forget, I tend to leave some pretty cool stuff in Dodger content on our Facebook page on off days particularly. Today is no exception. I've got another one of those cool videos from the Tommy Hawkins collection. For those who are too young or don't remember, Tommy Hawkins was a football guy, but he became an LA sportscaster on one of the local news outlets. So he took a ton of interview videos in the 70s and in the 60s. And so those have been released on YouTube. I'm going to put one from 1971. You'll see a whole 4 or 5 Dodgers being interviewed. Really cool names. Those of you who are old enough to remember, like I do, will have a blast watching these. Cheryl C. Shout out to Cheryl. She's going to love this. And Lynn T., of course, my podcasting partner. He's not here right now, but he'll remember all those guys from 71. Wasn't a great team in 71, but it's fun to watch all the old guys that when they're young again in 71. All right, that's going to do it for our show. We're getting it in under 20 minutes. I don't believe it. Talk with you again soon, probably at the end of this next series. So go blue in St. Louis, and come on back, pull up a chair, sit down, relax, and let's talk Dodgers. And we'll see you here next time after the next series, after the weekend. I'll be on Monday.
Play ball! It's time for Dodger
Wait a minute,
Baseball.
one more time. One more time from Dave Roberts. What do you want to do to the St. Louis Cardinals, Dave?
I want to beat the crap out of this team.
Yeah. See you next week.